Hey, good morning, everybody. How you doing today? Tuesday, last day of the month. Welcome to June early here tomorrow. I already feel like the summer is just about getting away. I'm already making plans for July and August. Uh, Crazy, absolutely crazy. Good morning, Dean, JW, Gavin, Mike. How you doing? Gregor, Fred, Joe, John. Ron, how are you this morning? Aaron, Steph, Scott, Steve, Mike, Jason, Al. Yeah, good morning to everybody. All right. So this week, th this could be sort of a volatile week. What's left of it, 4 days, um, both up and down. And the reason is there's a massive amount of newsy stuff this week. To start with, you've got Powell and Biden getting together today. Um, we've got Chicago PM, consumer confidence. Today, Wednesday, you've got that PMI, ISM manufacturing numbers, construction spending. Um, Thursday, you've got OPEC meeting, motor vehicle sales, ADP report, jobless claims, productivity and cost. You got factory orders. You got the EIA natural gas report. Friday, we've got unemployment, ISM service index. There's just a lot of stuff going on this weekend or this week. So we talk often about, stay in your lane, trade with what you're comfortable with, and sometimes the market is a little bit too sharky, and it's real possible it's that way this week. So just keep that in mind, that if things are going haywire for you, if you feel like you're losing ground, it could be just the volatility that's going on, all these newsy events that makes the market, you know, maybe need my arrow here. So maybe there's something in the market that in one of those newsy events that pops the market up. So all of a sudden you jump into something, and then boom, it just slams right back down. That fast, shaky movement, that is just uncool. It's just not good for a swing trader. For day traders and scalpers, you're in heaven for these sort of things. I'm not suggesting anybody be a day trader or scalper. Just just remember, stay in your lane. Okay. All right. So let's look at some charts here in market. First of all, last week I think we did a bang up job. I think the bulls did a superb job. Now, for me, it's not about necessarily going higher. It's about staying, holding what you've gained. Let's see if we can hold what we gained. That's important. So the trend indicator is turned green. So anything above that, I'm going to be cool with. Even if we move down, that's just part of. To me, this is looking like part of trading. Some sort of a rest, relaxation in here, something like that. And then what I'm going to look for is more upside. I have to be on the bullish side right now because price is above the trend indicator. It is also above the T line, and we have broken that trend right there. We're coming off the 500 period moving average. That means something to me. The 50 period moving average is up here. That's what I'm going to look for as the next target. If we can't get through that, well, there's no way you're going to get up here. So this is, to me, the first challenge. Oh, the second challenge. This will be the second challenge. The first challenge will be to hold what we accomplished last week. So first challenge, second challenge, right in here. We also have a bullish let's see here. We'll make this blue. We also have a bullish W pattern in here. So there's a lot of things going good in the chart right now. Unfortunately, it would just take one bad thing just to suck the wind out of it, because we are still on shaky ground. And with that said, I am by no stretch of the imagination hey, we're gonna be up here at 500 bucks. I absolutely do not believe we're just gonna go boom, 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 boom. I think we're in a relief rally, and right now I'm just looking at that 50 period moving average. So we'll take it. Let's just take it, one day, 1 week at a time. Manage your positions, watch price action, watch support, and be nimble. Be like Gumby. Be like Gumby. Okay, let's take a look at some trade ideas here this morning. Let's see, do I have? Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at Trex. Trex is acting good. I had somebody share this with me last week, actually a couple times. And this is a nice chart. You can see where, let's do this. Sorry, a little disorganized here. Mouse pad's not in the right place. There we go. Nice little move down, and here we're moving right up. We've got a hammer. We've got absolute follow through. We're breaking out, it looks like. We're above that 50 period moving average. This dotted line right here, of all things, is the 1,000 simple moving average here. 1,000 period. That's hard. That's weird to say. 1,000 period simple moving average here is what that is. I'm only looking at that because in this pullback we've had the last couple months, we've actually pierced it on a lot of charts, and it's important. So here we are above that 1,000. We're also above the 50 period moving average. This is a rounded bottom breakout, and I need to get rid of this so I can, there we go. And 74.20 right here, I'm going to be looking for an entry in this area. I'm going to wait for a typical pullback opportunity. So this could be the pullback opportunity. I'm going to look for buyers. We could end up with a 3/8 trap, could be a 3/8 trap breakout before it, actually triggers. Could be just a price action pullback and then see those buyers come in here. But anyway, this looking pretty sharp right here, around the bottom breakout, overall pattern. 74.20, if we can get through that. If we can get through that, then I'll look at the dotted deuce right there. And, that's plenty good for right now. VLO, I've got one energy chart on here. Look, there's a whole lot of energy charts out there. There's some of them that I think are a little bit overshot. They need to rest a little bit. There's some energy charts that really have a lot more room to go. They may be setting up. Energy is still hot. Energy still rocks. So let's keep an eye on lots of energy charts, which I do at the scanner. I just like VLO here, where we've come up and put a top, or we stopped here. We came up, we could not break through, we pulled back, we tested it or challenged it again, and the challenge worked Friday, and it looks like we're hanging out up there today. So VLO is looking pretty good for me right there. Fubo might be setting up. Fubo to the 50 period moving average has 44%. So for me, this is it. I look at that and I just think, if I was to manage this chart correctly, there's a lot of money to be made here. Now, that doesn't mean just buy it, shut your eyes and plug your nose and let it go. That's not what that means. What it means is manage it. You know, if price continues to work, or, well, continues to work from right here. If it continues to work, trade that. If you start to see something not go your way, don't be afraid to cut those or cut it and get out of there. Take those profits, because at 44%, there's going to be some move up and there's going to be some move down, some move up, some move down, some move up, some move down. Thinking there's not going to be is naive in trading, and there will be. But with 44%, man, there just might be some money to be made there. And we've got a nice little bottom right here. We've rallied up. Here we've come back for a higher low. So here's a low. There's some higher lows. And here we've come up with this doji continuation pattern right here. Above the trend indicator, above the T line. What a nice chart. Let's look at that 50-period moving average as a wanted target with approximately 44% in there. Could be a sweet trade. DTE is setting up. DTE put a nice bottom in here, looks like. I mean, here's a little resistance right in here, or resistance if we're below that line, support if we're on top of that line. So there's support. Here we've rallied over the 50-period moving average, and a nice little, it's not quite a pop out of the box. Well, I guess it could be, today we open up in this area. We've got 4 bars to the right here. Nice little flag consolidation. We start to break out. That could be a nice little run, and see if we can't test those tops up there. ENPH, a little bit of solar here. There's a lot of solar charts out there. This is one that just came up on the scanner this morning, pre-market, on the pre-market scans, and I saw that. I like what that's doing here. Now we're right here at resistance, so we will need to break out. And if we do, I suspect these tops up here around 317 will get challenged. So here we've been up 1, 2, 3 days last week. We're holding today. With 3 days up, we want to watch for a possible pullback, and that could give an opportunity. If we break out, I don't know that I would chase it. I think what I would do is let it break out, prove today it can hold, and then see if we don't get some sort of rest in there, because we are at the max of the run, the whole 3-day rule. I wouldn't chase it, but it very nice chart set up here. You've got an inverted head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder, looking good. We just need to wait for the setup. I think what grabs most traders and kind of shakes them silly is lack of patience. Oh my God, I'm going to miss this. No, you're not. Have some patience, let it set up. And the reason you should never chase is because there's always a chart out there. If you miss this or miss fubo, for instance, there will be plenty other charts. Sophie's setting up pretty good here. I'm looking for $9, and then if it can get through $9, then up here around $10. Here's another one. Look at the percentage from the 50-period moving average to the dotted deuce up here. Over the 50-period moving average, this would be a rounded bottom breakout. We've also got this inverted head and shoulders here. We also have, let's do this. We also have a little island reversal in there. So Sophie is setting up very nice. I have seen charts set up extremely nice and still lose money in them. And yet the chart moves up. Now, what in the heck is up with that business, right? Chart looks great at the end of maybe 3 weeks or so. You'll be able to see where the chart has moved up, but yet if you trade it, you've lost money. So you scratch your head. It's all about being patient, waiting for that setup, managing the trade. If you have trouble managing the trade, that's what we do. Hit run candlesticks and right way options. You know, we kind of help with that. And so if you have ideas, bounce them off of us. Um, just figuring out how to manage sometimes. Take a week like this when you have it'll be such a newsy week. Well, how in the world do you manage things like this? How do you do that? And that's some things we can talk about today. So don't be afraid to ask myself or Doug at Right Way Options. Okay. AT&T, what a beautiful chart. Absolutely beautiful chart. Again, it's one of these charts that, and I've heard from people that has traded it on and off the past few weeks, and they've actually lost money. And it's all about, don't get caught. One person I know, they got involved with it right here. So, and I was working with them, and they got involved. Let me put a little arrow right in here. They got involved with this right in here, and it went down. They closed it out, and it went up. And they're just, they're really angry with themselves. They're bummed out about trading. And I said, well, what in the world? It's up 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Why buy it here? Right here's the 500 period moving average. Why buy it right there? And the answer, and I'm serious about this, the answer was it looked like it was going higher, and I wanted to be part of it. Basically didn't want to, got caught into that FOMO, fear of missing out. And I said, well, it clearly went higher. The problem is you bought it too high. And they were stopped out is what happened. So anyway, planning is important. Buying at the right time. At the end of June, let's say, AT&T could be up here at 25 and a quarter. 10 people could trade this. 9 people could lose money because of impatience and because of fear of missing out. The stock starts rocking, so you get a little bit. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I better hurry up and get into it, or I'm going to miss out because Tom, Dick, and Harry are already in it, and they're making money, and they're talking it up. Oh man, I better hurry up. Well, first of all, you don't know how Tom, Dick, and Harry are trading it, and that's number one. You've got to trade it your way, and if your way is buying it 1, 2, 3, 4 candles up and putting a stop close, you're going to get burned. You're going to get burned. The closer to support you buy it, the tighter your stop can be. But if you're just bound and determined to buy in the FOMO area, fear of missing out area, then you do have to relax your stop a little bit because the probabilities are that it's going to pull back. So anyway, I think AT&T still goes higher. I think AT&T should be on the watch list for a while, not just a few days. Wait for that setup, and then we'll look for that trade. SQ, sorry, this is taking a long time. SQ may be setting up. Here's 24% to the 50 period moving average. Right in here, you've got a low, high, higher low, morning star signal. Here we've broken out and we're holding. We're above the trend indicator. We're above the T line. The T line has not crossed the trend indicator yet, so just keep that in mind. Keep an eye on that. But chart-wise, price action-wise, I think it's setting up pretty nice. I'm going to look for it to challenge that 50 period moving average. I'm certainly going to look for that entry right in this area here. It's going to have to hold up here. We just broke out, so it'll have to hold right in here. This might be one of those tight stop charts because I don't want it to fall back down. Disney, Disney may be working out. Here's 12.25% up here to that 50 period moving average. Trend indicators turned green. Again, the T line is not above the trend indicator. Price action looks good though. Here we have a nice little double bottom. Let's put another line in there right here. There we go. Looking at this top right over here, here we've broke out Friday. We seem to be holding right now this morning. Watch this. Anything above the trend indicator, I'll think of this as bullish. We start to dip down. Could turn out to be a PBO pullback opportunity, but I certainly would wait for the buyers to start showing up. J&J may be setting up here, pop out of the box, setting up above the 50 period moving average. Next target up is simply challenge those tops. If we challenge those tops and beat them, there's no reason why this can't go higher. Citi is still setting up. We've got a rounded bottom breakout here. The T line is above the 50 period moving average. Price looks like we're in that PBO area, pullback opportunity now. 3/8 trap, you can see that showing up right there. Nice little 3/8 trap. And looks like the trend indicator is trying to break out over the 50 period moving average. We need to get 56.20 up here, and then we can get through up to that dotted deuce area. But this 56.20 will be important on here, okay? NVDA may be setting up. Nice little, look at that bullish action right here, the last several days right through there. We also have nice double bottom set up here, a little morning star signal. Good price action. This is one of those charts that if it holds, it will be good for the market. If it fails, it could be bad for the market because, well, it's just one of those charts. One of those charts that the market tends to follow or listen to. This NVIDIA carries a big stick. So let's see what happens here. We are above the 500 period moving average, which I think is a great condition. We're above the trend indicator, which is a good condition. We're above the T line, which is a good condition. We're looking at the 50 period moving average, which is a good condition. And all these conditions added up could be a reason to buy this when it is set up in your buy area. UPST also another not quite a rounded bottom breakout, but look at that. Well, it's not because we're not above 50. But look at that, 56, 57% to the 50 period moving average here. Man, I see those kind of numbers with a major moving average like the 50 SMA as the target. I see that as could be a really good trade. We're right here, almost right here, taking out these tops. We take out the tops, and that's where I would like to see. In fact, let's just turn this green here. That's what I would like to see where the bulls start coming in, and then that could be a really nice trade up there. And yeah, plug's the last one setting up. Another one coming from the trend indicator to that 50 period moving average. With the market beat down like it is, there's an awful lot of good charts below the 50 period moving average. And this makes for good relief rally material. Most of what we looked at today, most, not all, was in this relief rally mode, coming off some kind of bottom. Maybe it is the absolute bottom. Maybe it is just a short-term bottom. Relief rally, it's a relief rally until proven different. Relief rally meaning I expect it to fail because I expect the market to fail. But while we're in this relief rally, I, for one, plan to take advantage of it until I start seeing those selling candles show up in the overall market. And then we'll look for those shorts. Anyway, I should probably, I guess, draw this up a little bit. So maybe, well, we'll just go right there. So there's 20%, 20.5% to the 50 period moving average. If it pulls back a little more, then that opens that up a little bit. With 3 bars up, I suspect a little bit of consolidation, especially if the market, let's see here, especially if the market kind of moves sideways here. So far, it seems like it's holding up pretty good, though. So anyway, patience, have patience, wait for those setups. If there's anybody out there that's not using a watch list, you should be. This is where a watch list comes in so handy, because you can put pre-qualified stocks, pre-qualified possible trades on your watch list. Doesn't matter where you get those possibilities from. You can use some of these, you can use what you have, you can use them from anybody you get them, but then follow that watch list. Trying to follow 5,000 stocks to find that trade you want to be in it's just crazy. That's too many. So cultivate a watch list and wait for them to come to you. If you're in love with Plug, and if you think Plug's going to make you a lot of money, but the market opens up in about 14 minutes or so. So the market opens up and you run to go get yourself a cup of coffee, and you come back and Plug does this, don't sweat it. Now, I don't think it's going to do that, but don't sweat it. There'll be another. The point is, don't fall in love with something and make mistakes, simple mistakes like your entries, which it's all about patience and all about control. That's all it is. And get rid of fear of missing out. All right, I'm running super late here this morning. Good morning again to everybody. We'll see you in about, 13 minutes, okay, when the market opens up. You guys take care. Thanks.